What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Granny's Peach Tea, episode 203. For those who are still counting, because we probably stopped a long time ago, but it's somebody in front of me. Thanks for joining us on this Sunday evening. And boy, are we excited to be talking about what we got to talk about this week, because we have a new comic book movie to discuss. Not some old retread. We're not doing Swamp Thing anymore. We don't have... Ginny, yeah, we'll talk about Swamp Thing, I'm sure, at some point. We didn't get a chance for that, but yeah, we had some thoughts on that. But we've got some new material, though, so can't wait to get started with James Gunn's official kickoff to the DCU with Superman. So those who also follow, I am Ed, and Jason is not here because Jason is still traveling the world. As we had mentioned last week, Rick was filling in for him last week. Imagine the little Street Fighter plane flying around the world where it's just like bouncing around, and that's what he's doing. But to fill in for Jason, though, we've got two people joining us who are friends of the show, have been on before, have watched us. Ginny, what's up? What's going on?
Hi, good. Again, went beach day today. I am like Superman, Jurassic World I saw this week. I've seen a lot of things.
Oh, okay.
I saw Zombies 4, the Disney Channel original movie with my kids.
Interesting.
Which is great. You know, I've seen all the good stuff.
Okay. All right. Well, good to hear. Well, again, we'll try to weave in Jurassic World too, because I'd seen that as well. Didn't see Zombies 4. I can't say,
you know,
we're not going to hold the breath for that one.
I didn't see any of the zombies.
I have questions about the zombies thing because
yeah,
it's
so
Disney
do I.
Plus and
well, the lead girl in that was going to be Supergirl. She was like so close to being. Me and my husband talk about that all the time because we go, she would have been really like she would have been good. She's cute. She's like really talented, but she didn't get it. She was like the second one.
Oh, okay, all right. So fair enough. It ties in, it weaves in somehow, some way. And if you watched our long Superman run that we did through the Christopher Reeve ones and Supergirl and all of that, Brogan, what's up, man? What's going on? We haven't seen you on here in a while.
What's up? I show up whenever Superman is mentioned. It's like, you know.
You're like Crypto.
Sort of.
Oh,
yeah, right? I'm just going to start. I'm going to whistle and then you appear.
And I come in and tackle you guys. Yeah, that's how
that's
it works.
All.
Yeah.
But dude, thanks for coming back, man. It's fun to have you here.
No, thanks for having me. This is great. I have all my notes. I'm like ready to go.
Oh,
damn it, he has notes.
Well, I don't do this like as often as you guys do. So like I have to make little notes and cover my stuff. You guys are pros. I don't do that.
Well,
I'm a pop culture
loose term.
amateur.
Yeah, very loose pros. Very loose pros. We got the pop culture part. Pros. Yeah. That's to be determined. We'll see about that. But Ginny, while I'm going to share with the show quick, what were your thoughts on Jurassic World Rebirth? Because I'm actually very curious to hear this quick. Let's do a quick rebirth.
I saw it in 40X specifically because my sister and I were supposed to see it. We did not, but that was because I just wanted to feel something. So I wanted to like go get on a ride, and then like I liked it. I think I liked it. I really don't like the other ones in the series. I liked this one. I like Jonathan Bailey. I like ScarJo. Mm-hmm. It was kind of like cheese. It was just like, I liked it. I just liked that it was like very, just go to an island, you fight off the creatures. They're kind of armed, and that's it. No other complications. And then you run into other people. It's very simple, and I liked it. I dug it.
I agree. I think it was pretty straightforward. Jurassic Park movie. Like, listen, I'm glad they addressed the last couple, because after the last Jurassic World movie, I was like, all right, so this is obviously over because it's just humans and dinosaurs living together, mass hysteria. But they were like,
they were bored of them now. We're like, oh my gosh, the stupid dinosaur is like blocking traffic in New York. Like, get it out of there. Like, it was like good, great.
I mean, how many of these can you make, really?
There were 7 of these things now.
Oh,
it is astonishing.
We're back to like they have to go to an island to get them in the wild. We can't we can't do this again.
Eddie, when did we see the
the re-release?
Yeah, the first one, which was the first time I'd ever seen it.
So he got to see.
Was that 10, 20 year? I don't know.
So it was released in 93, right?
30 years, right? It had to be 30.
Yeah.
I have it. I own the
So
DVD.
2023. Yeah, it had to be.
Right. So 30 year. Yeah.
Wow.
You can't do this. We can't be doing this anymore.
It's kind of nuts, right? Like when you think about it, he got to see it on IMAX, like the Lincoln Center IMAX. So he got to see Jeff Goldblum in IMAX.
Yes. Big naked Jeff Goldblum. But that was the first one. And from what I understand, I really don't. Although I saw the one with what's the guy? Guardians of the Galaxy guy.
Oh, so you saw Jurassic World, Chris Pratt?
Yeah.
The first.
Okay.
Those are the only two I saw.
So you've seen the Pillar. So I'm going to be honest with you. You can walk into this new one and you'd probably be okay.
Well,
I think that's true. Yeah.
There's dinosaurs and there's not supposed to be, and boom.
Well, now there's dinosaurs and they're sort of supposed to be, but no. But then you find out the atmosphere is not for them because we've destroyed it.
And other scientists were messing around with more genetic stuff, stuff.
But Ginny, it goes back to just because you could doesn't mean you should, right? Like it still ties into that.
Yeah, I don't need these mutants running around.
Yeah.
We beat them with climate change, is what you're saying.
Essentially, we did it again. So yeah.
All right, cool.
I thought, I'm gonna be honest, I was cool with it. I wasn't like over the moon with it. My expectations were pretty low because I didn't like the last two Jurassic World movies. I thought they were pretty boring, to be honest. This one was better than that, though. And yes, if you give me ScarJo and you give me Mahershala Ali, I'm already interested. You give me dinosaurs.
God,
that's all I need.
I miss him. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy. They're just like, everyone's a little corny, but I was like, good. I just want corny adventure. Yeah. Everyone's charismatic, and we're just going to an island, and children are in danger, and then I'm,
Yeah, that's all.
That's good.
Yeah. Well, same thing with me. Like I had never seen the original until the re-release, and I was like, okay, because it was so popular. I'm like the guy who just like, oh, everybody loves it, so I hate it. So when so the re-release,
you are that guy sometimes.
But I gotta say, like, I sat back there and just lost myself in the movie, and I'm cool with that.
What's funny is that Ginny, you are that guy, Grogan. Ginny's the exact opposite of that guy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I lost myself. I understand what she was saying. I lost myself in it, so I get it. I get that. Yeah.
She's the opposite. She will like, listen, man, I enjoyed it, right? Like you're usually more upbeat and positive about it.
Oh, I know. Or it's like, I know this is I just told you I watched Zombies 4, and I'm like, but I'm picking up. I'm like, so-and-so is such a good actor. Man, they're really committing, and they shouldn't be doing that. Like, you just enjoy yourself a little bit more.
But you're right with the ScarJo thing. I mean, I didn't even realize they were both in this new one. I was like, okay, they wouldn't do it unless there was some value in it.
Something. It can't be a total shit show. Yeah. Well, ScarJo apparently was like, she said she was so excited when she got cast because she always wanted to be in one of these movies because she's been a fan like her whole life. So that along, I'm like, all right, that's cool. I'm interested then. Like,
and she's a green screen veteran.
Yes.
Knows how to do it.
Yeah, she's been around for a bit. She's got experience.
Yeah.
So, but in my mind, of course, I'm like, oh, it's Black Widow. Oh, it's supposed to be Blade, but not yet. All right. Well, the other new movie that we were going to talk about tonight is Superman. So James Gunn is officially on the big screen launching the DCU, the new rebooted thing. No more DCU, even though there are reminiscences of that because he did The Suicide Squad, which was awesome, but didn't make a boatload of money. We have Peacemaker, right? Like we have a season 2 coming out in next month. I was about to say further. Didn't realize it was like right around the corner like that. It actually comes out on Angie's birthday, so she's kind of excited for that. Yeah, she gets Peacemaker. That's her birthday.
Oh no, I'm so excited for Peacemaker, man. And I'll tell you why. And you're not gonna like the answer, but it's gonna be great.
Go. Well, because what?
Peacemaker. It's just Frank Grillo projects, like all in a
row. Oh yes, that's right. No,
yes,
I know you love Frank Grillo, so why not? We get a lot of Frank Grillo. It looks like in season 2 of Peacemaker, and then we got Creature Commandos, which was James Gunn's, animated series that was on HBO Max that dropped in December. That leads up to this, so. I know I'm probably throwing a lot of things at Grogan right now that he's just like, what the hell is he talking about? But they do tie into Superman, though. Like, these are things that are acknowledged in this movie.
Sometimes I come on this show just to catch up.
Do you?
Just to ask you guys questions and like, cool. All right.
Yeah.
I
So,
mean, yeah.
well, Grogan, like Frank Grillo is in Superman, right? Like you saw him briefly in it. He was there. He is Rick Flag Sr. And Rick Flag Sr. he's the leader in Creature Commandos. And his son, Rick Flag Jr., dies in the Suicide Squad. So there is a tie-in to that. So he's there.
And it was all intentional.
Yes, this was all like leading up to that. So now we have it right here.
Yeah.
And the events in the beginning of the film, we get when Lex Luthor, actually, let me drop this before we get into that. So the spoiler ticker is across the bottom. Quickly, this is not a non-spoiler review. We are talking openly spoilers. So if you have not seen Superman,
I love it. Let's go with spoilers.
Shut it off. Yeah. Come back later. Or if you don't care about spoilers, then knock yourself out and let's go. Yeah. So you've been warned.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be like that. These assholes ruined Superman for me because they told me everything that happened. It could happen.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or like my wife who told me that Iron Man died in Endgame. Like,
that's insane. That's crazy.
No.
That's like the ultimate.
It's not because the movie had been out for like 2 or 3 years and I hadn't seen it yet.
So we're in opening weekend of Superman, so it's a little different.
All right, fine. Got
it. But yeah, so the events are like acknowledged briefly, but not enough to like get somebody lost into it. Like Rogan's never seen it, Ginny, we've both seen the stuff, but we've eased into it. We're more like, we get these little Easter eggs in here and that, but not enough to get Rogan, to get someone who has not seen it lost. So I guess let's just go around quickly. Overall thoughts of the film before we start diving in further. Ginny, what were your thoughts? Because Rogan and I discussed it briefly after the film because we saw it together on IMAX. But what's up? What did you think?
I loved it. I thought it was really and I saw my husband was like, the first thing Superman dives in the ice, of course, is a perfect image. He literally grabs me and just shakes my arm like oh, I'm so happy because he's a big Superman fan. I think that's his kind of hero because he's like a Boy Scout and because my husband's adopted and Superman's adopted and he's an only child. And that's a big theme in this movie. And I think it's a beautiful theme. I liked it. It was funny. I don't know. I loved it. I think it was a little corny sometimes, some of the dialogue, but I think that's the point. And maybe and on the whole, I think that's what it is. And it's so sweet and wonderful. And I think that was great. And I just kind of man, I don't see James Gunn being that sweet too often. Like Guardians, but he's edgy and he's a bit of an a-hole. Yeah. And if from Trauma days, his Trauma days were weird and he's a punk rocker. He's like a weirdo. Mm-hmm. I think it was super. I like that. And I like that. I know the message is pure and simple and tight. And I was like, and that's good. And that's very in his atmosphere. And again, if this is your Superman, this is a build up to a perfect universe, and then what's that setting, the path for your other heroes and their morals and their messages. And I love Supergirl at the end because I told you, I read the comic, her new comic. My husband gave it to me.
Oh God!
He said it. He buys it for me. He goes, "This is what her movie's gonna be." So I was like, "Okay, cool." And I'm reading it. I kind of read it to my girls sometimes, and I'm like, "This is really funny." And but I see her at the end. And I'm like, "Oh, I get it." She's mean, she's a party girl. This is awesome. It's brilliant.
I nudged Angie when when Supergirl shows up at the end, and she had the brown jacket, and obviously she's kind of there looking for crypto. I started nudging her because Angie read this. And this is her first comic she's ever read, and I bought it.
I still haven't read one, by the way.
So you should borrow this. We'll pass it around.
It's good. It's great.
It's really good, actually.
I'm not against it. I just haven't got.
Yeah, but I mean, this is what Supergirl, even though they officially were calling it Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, now they scaled it back to Supergirl.
Okay.
Or whatever. No. But either way, we know what the source material is. We know that's what it's going to be based on.
And I will say I'm not a Superman person. I really don't know the history. I've never read any Superman comics. I just Batman, Birds of Prey, I can do that. I just never go Superman. So I like it. And I kind of don't know. I've Lois and Clark I've watched. Smallville I watched.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of it.
Okay. No Superman and Lois though.
Oh no, none of that. No.
Okay. All right. No, that's the one where we, like.
Well, yeah, you guys have touched on that.
No,
I like Tyler Hoechlin. I don't.
No. For those who follow the show, like, admittedly, since day one, Jason and I have been very open about saying we're not like big Superman guys. Granted, Man of Steel we covered that on episode 2, and we went from there with the DCEU, which is kind of interesting for the show that we've been around for a while. That we've already rebooted that universe that we started off with.
Like 3 full-on time.
Full-on time now. But like through watching the movies, through watching the shows, and everything like that, we've come around on the character. Like Superman and Lois, like really won us over on Superman. Like Tyler Hoechlin is like a great Superman, but he's a different Superman.
Yeah.
From everything we've gotten before, and even including this, he's nothing like this. The new Superman, which is cool that you can get so many different iterations and things like, because Superman in that is like Dad Superman. Superman has kids in that. He's already in Smallville. Like he's been Superman for a while now. He's been
and that's key. And that's like post. It's almost like a post Smallville universe where it's like, yeah, these two got together and they,
Yeah, you can see where that, would happen. Rogan. So, it's interesting though, because I mentioned this the other night to you that your Superman is basically like Christopher Reeve, and you've watched Man of Steel. Like I remember we went to see Man of Steel together years ago and stuff. And so you're more like live action film Superman that's your source.
I'm a movie guy. I mean, I can't speak intelligently about the comic or whatever. But I mean, we were talking the other day about like just movies in general and how like are people flocking to the movies anymore and whatever. When we went, people dressed as Superman.
There was one guy full Superman.
Kids, families, but also guys like us.
Yes.
And
this guy.
Yeah. But it's like, I love that. Also, it doesn't need the origin story anymore.
Thank God, no.
I love that. Because even kids know he landed here and now he's Superman.
Yeah.
Exactly. Even if you never want, like,
you get it.
It's in the vernacular. It's there.
Yeah.
And so that was cool. And I mean, I might be jumping ahead, but I love that in this movie, they do that there's metahumans and Superman's not the only super guy.
Yeah.
I love that angle. And that it starts, and it's confusing, I guess. I mean, I guess a lot of people have like, so the wife was like a little confused, like as it gets like further on, like, am I supposed to know? I'm like, no, you're not supposed to know.
No.
Let's go right here, And I thought it was interesting. And the whole question is, do you need to do the whole thing over again every single time you do a Superman? Every single time you do a Batman? No, you don't. No. I like the angle.
Yeah. So, I think that's been like the new thing now, right? Like even when Marvel rebooted Spider-Man, they didn't show you Uncle Ben. They didn't show you the whole thing. It was just like, hey, listen, you got it. He'll reference it in a line. I got bit by a spider.
That's all I need.
That's it. Even in the
save yourself an hour.
Yeah, even in the Ed Norton Hulk. Yeah. Remember, like they covered that in the opening credits. And that's it. And then you don't need to go through the entire thing. Like it's pretty straightforward. And I know James Gunn even said that when he gets Batman off the ground in this universe, we're not going to see the Waynes get killed again. The
Pearls thing, that was cool.
We're not doing that anymore. Like that's it. You got it. We know by now, even in the Batman, they didn't go into that again either. They've already moved on. So yeah, we're at it. Even Fantastic Four, from what I understand, in a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
you get it. They went in a spaceship. Things happened. They got powers.
We're heroes.
Yeah,
let's work on a baby. Let's work on the baby. It
actually confuses things more because it's like everyone's trying to do an original take on it. So where's this one at? Did the Joker kill the Batman's parents? Or, you know what I mean? Like where are we at with this one?
No. I think they'll reference. No, well, I think it's interesting because they'll reference what you need to know, and that's it. We're just not going to show you the whole thing all over.
Superman, Lois. I mean, we all get it. Yeah,
we got it. But Rogan though, like, so, I mean, well, what did you think? Did you like the movie? Did you dislike the movie? Did you have a good time? Did you not? What do you think?
I went in open-minded, but I also went in like skeptical.
Yeah.
And I thought, like Jay was saying, in the beginning, I thought it was too comical.
Okay.
And then, just like the Marvel things, where like as it progressed, it was comedy with action, and not just comedy, and that was cool.
Okay.
It won me over in the second half.
Okay.
At first, with the robots and the dog, and you know, it was too joke, and then in the second half, I figured it got me.
All right. So then you left happy.
Oh yeah, I thought it was great.
You seemed pretty excited about it when you walked out. So.
Oh, I was. I mean, like it. Like I was like transfixed for the second half of the movie.
Nice. Nice.
First half, I'm like, oh shit, dog biting at the cape. I'm like, fuck. You know what I mean? Like it was just campy.
Very campy. Yeah, that's what I was.
Adam West, Batman, campy.
Kind of, yeah.
I didn't think it was that far. I didn't think it was that far. That's no. It didn't get me that far.
All right, maybe too far, but still.
Okay. So
I think some lines were corny. Some lines were a little like I was like, and I know it was supposed to be pure and like happy and very, you know, it's Superman. I don't better than Henry Cavill. I don't want dark, gritty Superman. I can't do that right now. I do want like our positive Superman. But some lines I was still like, there's no follow-up to that. Like no one's gonna make it like some of the banter. I was like, a little cheesy.
It was funny. People were laughing in the theater. It was funny, but
I mean, I don't know, but I was like a little cringy maybe. And I like Fantastic Four, the Jessica Alba version. Like I'm obsessed with it. And if you make fun of that, I'm going to attack you. And I thought the dialogue in this was a little like.
Don't go back and watch
I was like, ooh, I don't. Too sweet, too corny.
Got it. Me too.
So, I will say I absolutely adored this movie. And again, understand coming from someone, yes, I'm wearing a Superman shirt now, but that probably wouldn't have happened like
you've always hated Superman, so yeah.
I've always had, but I will say, since we started doing this show, Jason and I have covered Superman and Lois. I also really liked Man of Steel, right? I know which is interesting, right? Because if I liked Man of Steel, and then I really like this, they're two different takes on Superman.
You can like both.
Yeah. So. And then we also cover the animated show, like My Adventures with Superman. Which,
Tim Daly voice.
No. Well, no. That's
New Adventures of
Superman. The Boys. The New Adventures of My Adventures with Superman is 2 seasons in on HBO Max.
Oh, it's new.
Yeah, it's kind of looks like it's anime, but it sort of is, but not.
Who does the voice of that Superman?
I'm trying to. The kid who's in The Boys.
Huey
from The Boys is Superman.
Crazy.
But it works. It actually works though. And it's Jason and I, again, we were both kind of like skeptical going into it, and then it won us over. So now I was like really that much more excited to see Superman. And this movie, I said this to Grogan afterwards, this is now my favorite Superman movie ever. Like it tops Man of Steel, and I still like Man of Steel, even though it's very different. But I did like the idea that there was more hope in this movie. It was more positive. I like the fact that it was kind of corny at times, but I think it's by design. It wasn't because it was like poor writing.
You're probably right. Yeah.
It's a lighter tone, and this movie genuinely does feel like it's a comic book brought to life. And this is like understands Superman, which is what I feel like none of the other live action iterations on screen, because I think Superman and Lois does understand Superman, but remember, he's at a different point in his life. They understand that. And that show also had a Superman had a lot of hope, and he was positive and stuff like that. But with this Superman is like, I don't want to go to Adam West Batman-ish because it's not like they're mocking Superman in a way. Like when he's saving the squirrel And meanwhile, there's a fight with a kaiju going on. But that is what Superman would do, and especially a young Superman.
Oh, and I loved when the kaiju monster was, and they were like, you got all your other heroes attacking it. He's like, can we just like put it down and then
yes,
somewhere?
Exactly.
And he's just like, that's like a let's pull like, and he's like, what do you mean? Like, where are we gonna put it? And you're like, I don't know. I just want to put it somewhere we can figure it out. Like, right?
That's
guys?
a young Superman.
That's good.
That's what I'm saying. I can see that.
Human would be like, you're like, you have a solution, and you're like, no, but like, guys, like, there's got to be a better way. It's good.
Now, if this is Superman leading the Justice League with Batman, I would say, all right, I think this isn't happening. But this is Superman like in his first couple of years.
Yeah.
He's been around for 3 years now. He's still kind of learning.
Yeah. He's great. The kids flock to him. It's really nice.
Well, it's like, okay, but again, like, and they do this everywhere. It's not even a comment on the movie, but like, and they show it now in the commercials where he like covers the girl.
Yeah.
Like, why are you walking around?
Well, I mean, did you think
any movie, not just this?
Okay. You think she saw something happening and then decided to run towards it?
You know what?
I'm kids do that.
Read a book.
Ed kids do that. Ed, my daughter would do that.
I'm not debating that part, but I think in that moment, no. Like Superman's he's trying to preserve life at all costs. Like that's what this whole thing is.
It's a cool scene. It's just like it makes everyone look, we need metahumans because everyone's just stupid.
I mean, I would say if they're around, you'd probably be saving a lot. But then again, if we're talking about like the boys, that's a whole nother story where it's a completely different thing.
I only watched like the first few episodes that when it first came out. I still haven't watched. I want to get back into it though.
Oh, you should.
I know.
It's nothing like this. This is the exact opposite of
it was like too violent, but whatever. Yeah, I got it.
Oh, it's too violent. Okay. Actually, I got to drop in Tim's comment here. Tim, what's up, dude? What's going on?
Oh no, not
spontaneous police barricades. Tim, did you not see Superman yet? I'm going to be honest. I'd be pretty shocked. No, this isn't Spider-Man 3. There's no spontaneous police barricades. Because in Spider-Man 3, at the end fight where there's the people lined up against the police barricades to watch the final battle take place with Venom and Spider-Man.
It's Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, let's not do that. But it does happen in some comic book movies.
I have a question. I have a question for everybody. I don't remember. Were there police in this movie? Like police?
That's a great question.
Ever? There was. I don't know. There was foreign politicians.
Yes, the ones who arrested Superman when it was time to.
And my boyfriend Frank Grillo.
Yes, exactly.
But he was a general, so that.
No, Rick Flag Sr. is definitely above.
Perfect. That's right. But I go.
Were they regular police though, or was it like?
Yeah, like
I feel like there was they were not regular police. They were government agency.
Yeah, because you wouldn't send regular police against Superman.
No, you shouldn't. That's probably not a good idea. Even though Superman was willingly turning himself in, and then Ultraman throws him down to the floor.
Ew, I hate Ultraman so much.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about Ultraman.
No, we're gonna get into the Ultraman thing because I really thought it was one thing, and I was hoping.
What did you? Ooh, this is what. Okay, did you think it was AI? I thought it was AI to start with.
No, to be honest, because I know there was a rumor flying around online that it was Henry Cavill.
Oh, that's insane.
During the movie though, I was like, I'm looking at Ultraman, I'm like, he's kind of stocky, and I'm like, holy shit, this might be fucking Henry Cavill.
Oh no, he's just.
No, it actually emphasized more about how, which we will get to in a minute, because Superman, by the way. David Cornsett is he plays a clone of himself.
Yeah.
But it also emphasized like, all right, this dude really did get jacked.
How tall are you, Ed? Ed, how tall
I'm
are
6'2".
You? Okay, so I guess he's a little bit taller than you. He's like 6'3". Yeah.
Probably right. Yeah. So.
From what I know of him.
Yeah, I don't think he did not shrink. I think since your days were.
No, he was like a teenager, but that's
Well, maybe a little further growth spurt, maybe about 6'4" or something. I don't know. He's not small. He's pretty big.
But I don't clock that from the bot, like from. I don't know. I can't like. I'm
not look tall in the movie.
What was that?
Yeah, I mean, Nicholas.
It didn't look tall. didn't look tall in the movie.
No, I don't think he looked abnormally tall. Like he
No.
wasn't like 6'7" or something like that.
No,
Like he should be an NBA player.
He's not Predator size.
No, he's not like that. But I mean, he held his own. Like you know, you need Superman to be of a certain stature. But I mean, the build was like there because you know how whenever somebody is cast as a superhero now, it's just like, oh, he looks too skinny. I'm like, okay, dude. Yes, they have trainers. Trust me. By the time the cameras roll, he will be of the physique that the director wants him. Trust me.
Yeah. The Tom Cruise running on scaffolding.
Yes, yeah. Exactly. There's also that.
So what was that the character's name was what was the villain's name? There was the engineer was the girl. Was that
the engineer was the girl? So obviously we have Lex Luthor. You have the engineer, Ultraman.
Ultraman.
Yeah.
So I never heard of Ultraman before this.
Is that a real thing? So
Ultraman is usually a Superman variant from another universe.
Then how do we not know? I didn't spoil anything for myself.
No, but that's what made me think of Henry Cavill. I'm like, holy shit, how genius would that be if they used that Superman as to tie into this?
And not
I was gonna lose my shit if it was Henry Cavill.
And not Dean Cain. What if it was Dean Cain?
No, well, especially not this past week. No,
I know.
It should certainly not be Dean Cain. Which, by the way, Tim, you are completely out of your mind. I don't know, like whatever it is you're smoking.
I have a super hot take. Sometimes I think our Superman should be not actors who were trained to be athletes before they became actors. So Tyler from your show, yeah. He was he was like trying to be a pro baseball player, and then he was a child actor, but he was like, I want to be a baseball player, and then he didn't make it. And then Dean Cain was a football player for a while, and then also had injury and had to become an actor. And I was like, sometimes we need.
You need the physical.
I don't know. It's very American.
So what you're saying is that you need to be a failure in order to do it.
And I don't want Juilliard. Sometimes our Christopher Reeve and our David Cornsweats, who are Juilliard trained actors, go away.
Oh, okay, all right. Which is it's funny you mentioned that about Tyler Hodgkinville because in the last season of Superman and Lois, they go back in time and they show how Clark met Jimmy Olsen, and it was on the Daily Planet softball team. But he tells Lois, listen, can't do this. I obviously would be hitting like.
Oh yeah.
So he started bunting like crazy.
That's cute.
To play into Clark being. No, it's an awesome episode. It's honestly like it's almost like a tearjerker with that episode. But it's interesting though because like we commented that he looks like he played baseball. Like he's not super tall. I think he's like just like it's a. And my husband yells at me for this theory though. He goes, "No, you're wrong. It's like a Christopher Reeve all the way, or it's like a David Cornsweat." Listen, everyone's gonna have their own Superman, and that's why I kind of like how now there's not like DC and Marvel are both doing their thing where they're like, hey, if you had a previous iteration, we're not going to pretend it didn't exist. There's a multiverse. It exists. It happened. It's just not this universe. So everyone can kind of have their own. I had
a problem with whoever played it. Like, they all kind of look like... If Nicolas Cage did, I would have had a problem.
Oh, man.
If that happened, I would have had a problem.
I guess you didn't see The Flash then.
I
mean, he sort of was Superman, in a weird way.
That documentary is so good because sometimes I look at that. Remember when they were have you seen that documentary when they were doing the production? I love production stuff. So they give you like a callback list of like, this is our finalist for Jimmy Olsen. Like Chris Rock is on there, and who else is on? It's very interesting. And I'm like, I forgot who the Lois Lanes were, but it's like. It's pretty cool. I'm like, oh man, could you imagine the 90s?
Wait, so there's a documentary on what would have been the Nicolas Cage one?
Yeah.
Yes. What is
it?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, I gotta see that. Yeah, okay.
It's so good. It's funny. It's like, I don't know. It's just like
it's on HBO Max. Yeah, it was a total. Tim Burton spoke on it. And everything.
God! So there wouldn't have been any lights and no sun.
Yeah. Oh, it was going to be so bizarre.
God, I hate
Tim Burton. The whole thing.
Okay.
We got a couple of comments in here, by the way. Also, there's a couple of YouTube people checking us out. Moises, hello from San Diego. What's up, dude? What's going on? Thanks for joining us on this evening. Hopefully you saw Superman as well. And will I learn how to make Peach's tea? Not here, but you can go watch BVS Dawn of Justice, and you'll get the reference that we took our name from.
Sometimes I always forget that I have to think about, like, why is it called Granny's Peach Tea? And I have to think about that stupid.
The jar
I
of
still
piss.
know, and I don't want to know. Don't tell me.
Oh, you saw the movie. We have the picture in the corner. For our logo is a jar of piss.
That was
it's Lex Luthor piss. Yes.
Ew, exactly. Ew, I hate that movie.
How is the show not called Lex Luthor piss then? That would have been awesome.
I don't know. I mean,
I'll take Nicholas Hoult. I mean,
all right.
I mean, oh wow, we got another one here coming in here. Red in the Outlaw says, "Hey y'all, what do you think of this Superman being the nexus point of opinion? Some people are offended this exists, and some think it's the best thing in the world." So,
meaning of all the talk about what we were talking about. Probably.
Yeah, well, which we'll address, even though we try to like stay clear of that type of stuff. But you got the Snyder fans who are like review bombing this and trying to spoil it and dropping stuff online because they're upset that their whole thing is kind of being pushed to the side now and that we have a new Superman. And then, you got Dean Cain's comments the other day talking about how, see, the thing, my favorite thing about the Dean Cain thing is he labeled the movie woke. And he labeled it that because of James Gunn acknowledging that Superman is an immigrant, which by definition, look up the word immigrant, okay, and you will see that Superman would fit that description.
Because he is, but also
he is.
So funny, Dean Cain is like half Asian. He's half Asian.
He might be. Yeah.
Yes, he's half Japanese. And he talks about like, or he doesn't like even his dad too, which is,
Yeah.
Also, has adoptive parents in a way too.
Well, again, where do you stop with that? So is Thanos.
There you go. So he could be. But all James Gunn said was he was acknowledging that that's what it is. And he's coming like, spoiler alert, Superman was not actually born in Kansas.
Yeah.
What? No.
Also, his comments had nothing to do with the movie. And the movie, I went in because of the comments, thinking that it was going to, because listen, no one hates that shit more than I do. Fine. But I went in, there is not one thing in that movie that is like political or anything.
Yeah, that's what we'll put.
You can read into it, but no.
No, but the thing is, like, again, when people are writing things and they're writing dialogue and you're writing stories, you were probably inspired by events, real life events, and it weaves its way into it. And that's fine. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that big a deal. And
Modern
unfortunately, I think in today's society, people weaponize that word, to label things they just don't like. So therefore, they don't like Superman, or James Gunn doesn't support the political party that they want it to be. Therefore, they're like, oh, then it must be this. But it's like, dude, what? And the thing is, Dean Cain ends his comments with saying he's never seen the film.
He just was throwing his opinion.
Exactly. You're an idiot. Just go watch the film and then come back to us and tell me what you think is or isn't or what. It's just so stupid.
I just think he made a mistake. Like, Gunn made the mistake just talking about it. It didn't need that.
No, but the thing is,
the movie, and people are gonna go in now with a skewed. It's stupid because again, you watch the whole movie. Yes, there's a war and there's whatever. I gotta say, I was looking for it. It wasn't there.
He's doing a good job of also kind of
Me too with this guy.
They're made up countries. There's also made up countries, right?
Yeah, because DC always has a lot of like invented countries and invented cities.
And Marvel does that a little bit, but it's also like remember when in Top Gun, my favorite part of the second Top Gun movie, in Top Gun, I saw that movie and I go, oh, I'm like an idiot. Did I miss when they said who the bad guy was? Was it Russia? And they're like, my husband goes, oh, no. They don't say anything. They just kind of say it's like the enemy. And I'm like, are you serious? There's like not China. It's like nobody. And he's like, yeah, because they don't want to like ostracize any market. No. I was just like, oh, dude, that's pretty. I don't know. I didn't clock it. I was just like, oh, Russia, maybe. Like I was projecting, I guess. But then, so I wonder, I don't know. It's interesting.
It's the old Michael Jordan thing where he's like, they asked him what he was. He's like, no, I don't.
Except Republicans buy sneakers too.
Yeah, Republicans, Democrats, everyone buys sneakers. No, it's good.
That's basically what he had said. But not to go I don't want to go down this rabbit hole with like this, that, and the next thing. But what was it say here? What else is there? There's 2 more comments on it. This is the last 2, and then we're gonna move on.
No, but he said Randy Outlaw said that he was expecting it too, but he was pleasantly surprised that it wasn't. Me too.
Yeah, and I'm gonna just honestly just like to get to that. It's just like, you know something, man. A lot of these, again, like especially with Marvel, and I'll get to this comment here, is I don't want Superman to be like Ironheart. We reviewed Ironheart last week. Again, the air quotes woke thing not featured at all. Again, it's not there. And again, and it's not in any comic book stuff really. And it gets labeled that because again, it's usually people who've never opened up a comic in their entire life, who've never known nothing of the source material. Mm-hmm. And they're just listening to whatever it is media they want to, or just saying it before even watching it. So the bottom line is, I don't care whatever political party you're with, or it doesn't matter. Watch whatever it is, and then form your own opinion with your own brain, and then you can decide what it is after. But just don't take other people's opinions, even whatever we're saying about it. Go watch it for yourself and form your own opinion. It's art. Art is subjective. That's it. It can mean
personally,
anything.
I hate metahumans.
You might hate metahumans, and that's fine.
They're dangerous.
But it's cool.
They're dangerous and can't be walking around. Right? Yes. They have too much power.
I mean, Marvel did the same. Like again, that was like a Marvel and DC, like a parallel. Like I saw, which was that about regulating superheroes. I thought that was like a Marvel and then this one.
Well, that's also a theme in a lot of comic books. Like even the X-Men, like those who were trying to label X-Men 97 as being woke. It's like, dude, spoiler alert, the X-Men, the entire thing is an allegory, okay, for like civil rights and everything. I don't know if you're aware of that, but you've been not paying attention for like the last 40, 50 years. It's just what it is. Yeah. It's fine. The Mutant Registration Act, and like, guess what? It's there. Mm-hmm. So if you think it is now, it always was, and I guess you never actually really liked it. So that's that. All right, so it's back to Superman.
Moving on.
So Superman himself. Let's get into the man himself, the man of the hour, David Cornsweet. Ginny, you should start us off because you know Superman.
I kind of
for real. You kind of do for real.
With Superman. If I had my phone, my daughter has my phone right now. I could show you a picture of when he's younger than me though. He's like 4 years younger than me. So when I was like 18, we were 17. We did summer theater together as kids, and then also later in life he dated friends of mine. I think I kind of know his wife better than I know him. I will say. Okay. It's weird, but he was just like. But this also ties into what I tell my husband. I kind of can't find him like fully attractive or like thirst over him in the way that I think people do. Because he is like a good boy. And I kind of have that image of my lanky, very smart. It was like him and a few other guys who were like, you guys are really like cool, like 15-year-olds. Oh my gosh. And like, I'm like improv. Like you guys are just going to start like an improv group, I assume, like, 10 years down the line. And yeah, but like freckly, like I think freckly is in like little mop top hair kind of, and just nice and cool. And like you're a straight guy in theater, girls like you, you're 100%. I guess he's a smart guy. So I kind of saw him at a few parties in college a little bit. It's kind of it, but he was super nice, super sweet, very genuine. Cool dude. He's a cool dude. Very tall.
Is this his first big thing?
This is. Well, I saw, you know what though? Have you seen Pearl? Like the X movie? It's a horror movie. X is like about like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, about people making a porno.
I've heard
and
of it.
There's a sequel to it. It's a prequel. It's very weird. It's a great series. And he's in it. And he's very like 1940s. And he's like got like a mustache. And he's like handsome and a little dashing. And my husband sees it and he goes, and I was like, Tom, I was like, this is weird. Like I knew, like I did theater with him. Like I know him. Like it's so crazy to see him getting like some movies. And Tom goes, this guy has to be Superman. He says it and he'll say this to me. And I'm like, I get he's not like raven haired. And Tom goes, no, this guy is Superman.
Kudos to Tom for nailing it. Look at
And
that.
He called it.
Yeah.
I know, and he'll like own that. So, and then I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. And then he kind of just like he's on Twisters, right? He's like some other things, and and Tom goes like the finalist for who's getting, because he looks like Henry Cavill, so you gotta go like
He does really kind of resemble him. Yeah.
Exactly, but I think he's very boyish, which I think works for this movie. And that's kind of how I take away. Like, I'm like, so if you knew him, like kind of like how I knew him, he is just a good boy who would like, you do a little bit of sports, maybe theater. Girls like you, but you're just a sweet kid who you couldn't play a little piano, but you're mostly like a dork with your guy friends, or like, we're going to do some theater for like fun, or like my parents need us to do something. I think that's it's different. And I like that. I love it. So can't find him like super sexy. I just go like, yeah, I like that.
Well, I'm sure he's going to get a lot of attention now. For
I know.
He's Superman now, so obviously, like he's now ascending there. Yeah, I really like this take on Superman and Red and the Outlaws. Like I know you were mentioning here too, is like the difference between his like super gritty and realistic. He's referring Man of Steel here, which I just mentioned. Is previously was my Superman. I did like Henry Cavill. Tyler Hoechlin kind of won me over, and I put him to the live action. But I will say, I think it's been unseated once again that David Koresh is now my Superman. Like he is, and again at a different point in life. Dad's Superman down the line, it's very different. But I like the fact that I can buy him completely being the Blue Boy Scout and doing the things he's doing, and also like his portrayal of Superman in this is yes, he has all these godlike powers and it's crazy and he can fly and he can do all this other crap, but his like biggest strength is his humanity, is that he believes in people, like genuinely believes in people. And we talked about previously the saving the squirrel, wanting to not kill the kaiju and just like rip through him and that's it. Like he has to battle battle Lex Luthor, and he can't, obviously if he physically wanted to, he could just rip his head off and that's it. But he goes in there like angry, especially at the point when he can't find Crypto. He burst right through that thing. Like he was like head on fire, and he's, where's the dog? And like he's like nuts. I was right there with him. Where's the fucking dog?
It's so pure though, because it's also like it's like not about a woman or I don't know, like another civilian. You're just like, this is just give me the dog. Like, you're an a-hole. Like, and it's the
but Ginny, it's not even his dog. We find out,
and now
it's his cousin's dog. Yeah, we find out because he's like, Lois is like, oh, you have a dog? He's like, well, it's kind of a foster situation type. He's like, it doesn't matter. He's scared. He's confused. Like, I have to find him. And that's where it's like further his humanity for someone who's not technically physically a human.
Yeah. Oh,
and that's what I think is this Superman portrays, unlike a lot of other, like Tyler Hoechlin's kind of like he has that too. But that was one thing that Henry Cavill's Superman, or even I'm going to say like to an extent like Christopher Reeve's Superman, I don't think portrayed it to this extent. Like he's genuinely
the good boy thing.
Because like my thing, and I joke about it, like at the end of Superman the movie, where Christopher Reeve's Superman goes up and he screams and he's got that whole thing because Lois died with the accident. He spun back the earth and turned back time. But yes, we all know, like in science, they probably would have destroyed the earth. He wasn't thinking about any of that. He was just going to save Lois. So it was very much like single-minded Lois. It was like he genuinely portrays like he cares about living things. And that comes across on the screen throughout the entire movie, which is also why you champion and like kind of get behind this Superman. Like he is a guy you can say he brings hope. He's full of hope and in people. And also the part where Jor-El's message to him, right? Like I don't know what you guys thought, but like, no, that's a big thing.
Shocked.
It was shocking because at first it was like, oh, Lex Luthor obviously manipulated the second half of the message. And, I kept waiting for the film to find out. And as it went on, though, I started to wonder, like, wait a second, maybe he didn't. And maybe they are going, because they do something similar in My Adventures with Superman, where the Kryptonians sent him here kind of like shit. James Gunn also written. Rogan, you were on for the review of the Brightburn.
Oh, Brightburn. Very. Ooh, yeah.
James Gunn wrote that too.
Exactly. Oh my god, I forgot about that.
So his view of Superman, like the what if he was sent here to destroy. This one, he was sent here to destroy, but was like Martha and Jonathan Kent. They made him into what he truly is.
I really thought at the end they were going to change that.
Yeah, so did I. I thought that was coming.
Like, he was going to find out that was a lie.
Yeah.
And we were going to find like the second half was humanity's great. We should be there for that.
Also because they didn't say it like he wasn't like, yeah, man, it was true all along. It was just the one line from Lex Luthor, which really kind of hurt me. With like, you fixed it. You messed up. He's like, nope, I didn't. And just kind of keeps walking. I'm like, that's it. Oh my god, that's like horribly like sits not well.
Cold.
Cold, so cold.
Actually, let's get on. We got another thing in here. All right, so Ready Outlaws. I personally didn't like that. I felt like it was a bit of a ripoff from the Vulturemites. I kind of hope they fix that in the next movie somehow. Maybe Zod tampered with messaging or something.
That would be crazy.
So, Red, you may have dropped this in though, but again, since there's so many different iterations of Superman, and again, the current one I could also say is My Adventures with Superman. That's on HBO Max. That is the case in certain iterations of Superman. Like, it's not ripping off Invincible at all. Like, that's kind of what the Kryptonians were, and they do change that. So I would probably, source material would definitely back that up, which I kind of like that they went, since it hasn't been portrayed in live action on screen yet, we got that now. So that's kind of why I was digging it. And he's also saying, then it sucks because the ending scene and the payoff where he sees and watches Earth parents is soon. Yeah, it is very wholesome, which is kind of why I also made me like Superman even further, is that those are his parents that raised him for real in this universe.
And they didn't know the other two.
They didn't know the other two. So guess what? When he wants to see his parents and be soothed, those are the ones that he looks to now. That those are really the ones who raised him, which I think also adds to the complexity of the story and adds more richness to this Superman.
Not to tell my husband's story, who is adopted. I think
I'll be right back. My power is running low. I'm going to plug in.
Yeah, I'll kick you off for a second.
So again, my husband's adopted and, has two amazing parents, but, we kind of have talked about that, like besides having kids and just like, do you want to find your birth parents in a way? And guys are like, no, he's like, I want to honor my parents. I love these are my parents. This is who I've known since birth. And like seeing that at the end, I was like, oh, it's so like, it's so perfect. And it's, I don't know, it's true for like, I think a lot of people, but that really, what a great setup. What like amazing writing from James Gunn. I didn't like the and maybe Zod, hopefully in the sequel, did kind of like mess it up. That's gonna be a James Gunn thing to do too. Like,
could be,
he jacked it. Because it just, man. And also they were insane at like, hey, go be a conqueror. Yeah. Also, I love seeing people online go like, oh, they're like telling you how to have a harem of women, like, procreate and just make me like Elon Musk babies, in a way. But people are like, if you saw like a David Cornswet guy, would the women be like, oh no, we don't want that? Of course, it's awful. It's not true. But I see women being like, I'm sure there would be willing people. But he's a good thing. And the idea that he didn't even think that his message would be how pure he is, or how like that's just like it informs the character, which the character is like, no, I have strength and I have good values. Mm-hmm. What are my values? I'm going to help people. You're not malicious. You're not coming in to be like, I got to destroy everything. I have to conquer.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think
it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. And his dad, who is a simpleton, who is not a simpleton. He is very sweet and, and not a man of many words, and maybe a little bit like, not the most intelligent, most eloquent man, tells him that and is like, it says more about you than it does about.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And that line is perfect because because that's what I'm saying is like, I think this speaks more to who Kal-El Clark Kent really is. Like, he did this on his own. He was doing it because he thought he was honoring his birth parents, but really it was inside him the whole time.
It was
and
his earth parents.
Yeah, his earth parents helped guide him to that. And I think that's a stronger message than just the old school version of it, to just say, hey, go save humanity, go be Jesus, go do all this thing. Like,
it is like a little jar. It was a little like upsetting to me to be like, oh my God.
I can see that. I can totally see that.
Speaking of the Jesus thing, we talked about this.
Yes.
And the other Superman shows. And first of all, I love that they don't speak English on Krypton.
That's smart.
I don't know if you guys hit this when I was plugging it in.
No, we didn't. No.
They never speak a different language in any other movie.
In My Adventure. You need to watch this show. This is My Adventure. No. What I'm saying is, I think you would like it. You would dig it because, especially, Tom would also if he's not watching it already.
Yeah, he probably should.
No, CW. You guys should. No, it's on Max. It's strictly straight to Max.
Oh, the cartoon show. Okay, sorry.
Because they speak a different language. There's actually subtitles when Jor-El is speaking. Yes, it would. Absolute perfect sense.
But also because of the Jesus thing, I mean, the Kryptonian language sounds really like Aramaic.
And it's probably by design.
Yeah.
It does. Yes.
Yeah.
Damn.
Jesus and
I would love to linguist. Like, it's like Dothraki. I would love a linguist to kind of someone formed it. But
no, but I love that. I thought that was great that they did that.
Also, hold on. Reddit was there. They spoke an alien language and perhaps they did. I don't remember it. I'm going to be honest. I don't remember that part of that, Red. But thanks for dropping in. Yeah, I mean, I love that show, but I don't remember that. But I know in My Adventure Superman they do. And by the way, I'm with you on this, but we're not up to Lex yet. I would have liked this fight. I thought he was going to get the Lexo suit at the end because the robots were in purple and green. I thought he was totally suiting up and was going to fight Superman with it. And I have a thing for the Lexo suit. I think it's like the coolest thing ever.
Oh, you got to explain that to me. I don't know.
It's just basically a metal suit, his version of an Iron Man suit that he can fight Superman.
Like when Jeff Bridges had his. That's what I got vibes of,
Yeah.
Whatever that
so
was.
That's where that would have went. But the whole thing with them not speaking English makes perfect sense.
It's great. I thought that was awesome.
Rogan, so did you come around? What was your thoughts on, again, because your Superman has always been like, Marlon Brando, Krypton tells him to go ahead and be Jesus, but not anymore. Were you in with that? Did that?
Well, like I said, it took me till the very end. I really thought I was going to get the reveal, and I didn't. And I kind of liked that I didn't, and that he was just influenced by Earth, and that's why he is who he is.
Yeah,
cool aspect.
Okay, nice.
I think I'm happy you brought up the Jesus metaphor because I think that's like again, my husband talks about that all the time.
Especially in Man of Steel. It is all over the place. They're beating you with the cross at some point.
He hung.
A star was.
Oh yeah, exactly. No, it's all over the place.
I like again. It's like this is also. I used to love the newer Doctor Who seasons, where Doctor Who especially was like, humans are beautiful. You're amazing, and that's a beautiful line that I love. Lois says where she's like, I'm punk rock. I question everything, and I this and this. She's like, she's like, the line is cute though because she's like, you trust everyone and you think everyone is beautiful, and I'm like, oh, that's so like perfect, and that's like, and you see that like he's like, I'm sure he's just like
But I love his answer where he's like, that's punk rock because it flies in the face of everything.
No,
being
he's
nice.
Right. He's right though. To be Superman now is to be the punk rock to it.
That's it.
Because now you're the positive one. I mean, that's you
want to be different, be nice.
Exactly. It's true.
Edgy. You're not edgy to be depressed.
And we don't need and again, I still stand by Man of Steel, but it's different. But like that Superman is like that. Yeah, that's true to be the one for the modern time technically. But this is the one, like Ginny, you said earlier, this is the one we kind of need original Superman now, like original to come back and to do his thing.
But it's fun, and it's still fun, and it's still like. Also, I also love this. I curse. I swear. I'll swear. But I go like, I do love. He doesn't say he never curses.
Yeah.
But he does because he doesn't even say, "Oh my God." He said, "Oh my gosh," and I hear that because I hear it in every Disney movie I watch because they have to, I think. But it's like very distinct where he's like, "Oh my gosh," and I was like, "You said gosh," in like a PG-13 movie, and then also he's like, he doesn't say like what the hell. He goes, "What the hey?" Oh, like when Crypto's like attacking him, and then Kara's out here coming back at me and like, "Thanks for watching my dog, bitch." Yeah. That's great. That's a great like James Gunn thing, but he doesn't even curse, and he's so sweet. Or he's even like at the end, there's the post trailer sequence of Mr. Terrific.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about Mr. Terrific for like ever, but Mr. Terrific, and he's just like, "Ah, man, I'm such a jerk sometimes." He doesn't even say like I'm an asshole or like what. He's so good. He's so cute.
It's just I'm saying it's just like James Gunn gets it, and I was concerned going into the movie when I knew he was going to write and direct it. Not that I love James Gunn, but like Superman seemed like it was a mismatch for his style. But
he's going to get soft now. Peacemaker.
He understood the assignment perfectly, so he just showed to me like it's not just a bunch of ragtag smartasses that he's writing stories for. He can do more than that, and I thought that was awesome. You know. So you mentioned, well, actually, by the way, before we get off, shout out to Bradley Cooper for Jor-El and his cameo. That was awesome. That was awesome to see Bradley Cooper find a way to weave in there. And I know James Gunn had said he chose Bradley Cooper because he wanted someone that could walk in the footsteps of Marlon Brando, which was also like bravo. Like that's kudos.
Why not Russell Crowe? Why don't you care about Russell Crowe?
I know he skipped over Russell Crowe like immediately, right? Like it's.
You got to forget about so.
No, if you're Jor-El, you got to be big shit in Hollywood. I mean.
Well, I mean, like, Courtney was saying, my wife was saying that, like, she didn't get that it was a complete reboot. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I know we're going to get into the other, like, Green Lantern, like, but why is, I'm like, no. Forget everything.
Everything.
You know what I mean? Everything. None of that exists.
Like.
New stuff. All new people. And, you know, that's the thing. So, like.
Red's on board with us with this.
No Russell Crowe. None of these people exist.
I like that, Red. Yeah, no, sure. Yeah. Well, again, they exist in another multiverse, which is
I know, but I'm saying,
why I wanted Ultraman to be Henry Cavill so bad.
I know. That would have been cool.
Yeah, but whatever. Maybe we'll see. So Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane. I sort of got a little Margot Kidder vibes, but not really, because I also, when we did our review of, the original Superman films, I didn't love Margot Kidder. I thought she was kind of, I just kind of felt like she stood her ground at times, but she was just constantly, it was just the damsel in distress Lois Lane.
Yeah, but she's so smoker voiced and like probably drunk a lot of the time. I love Margot.
Oh no, absolutely, and I'm pretty sure like
toothless, hiding in the bushes,
When she gets to 4, it's insane how like I think she's hammered the whole movie, and that was
when she is, she's damn.
If I read that script, I would be too, but no, but this Lois Lane though reminds me also of the Lois Lane from Superman and Lois. Like she can hold to her own, like legitimately do her own thing. She doesn't exist just to be saved by Superman. Like she's there to go ahead and do her own thing, and I really appreciated that. And also, they once again addressed you can't have the best reporter in the world, Lois Lane, getting her Pulitzers and not know that fucking Clark Kent and Superman are the same person. Like you're a complete idiot. And it further cuts which is great that they address it and it's a joke, but I'm glad that they got past that and they're like, all right, she knows. She found out early on she's not an idiot.
And also my husband, we gotta talk about this too, where it's like, I also just like, also for romances, and we don't have enough romances in like superhero movies sometimes. This isn't a will they, won't they? It's how are you gonna make this work? And she's like, I'm just bad at relationships. And he's like cute, and they're like having breakfast for dinner, and they're like clearly hooking up. I like that. And if you're like, this is messy, no, it's not even, I don't know. It's like different personalities. Mm-hmm. That's good. That's perfect.
Yeah, they're not just like, he's not. There's also, we didn't really touch on it too much, but I guess it's a good time to weave it in now, is like Clark Kent isn't a bumbling, weak dude in this movie. Like he's not. He's a regular person. He's not meant to be that, and then he's not getting wedgies or something like that. And like
he's not in the movie.
He's barely this is Superman's movie. Like he's Superman majority of the film. Clark Kent's there at times, but also I think it's also because like this movie drives home that it's basically it is the same person in this movie. He's not playing a character. To the disguise of Clark Kent doesn't really need to be needed that much.
I also like that he's the one who gets the interviews with Super. Like
which was hilarious.
He's furthering his career, by just writing his own answers to the.
Which is hilarious, right? Because that ties into, and I honestly think it's one of the best scenes in the movie, is early on when he has that interview with Lois. Is like, oh wait, you'll let me interview you as Superman? Yes, and they sit down. And that scene goes on for a minute. But it is such an awesome scene because it's showing you where this Superman is at, while also showing you what a great reporter this Lois Lane is. Because she's not pulling punches; she's going right after him, and she's backing him into corners.
You should say, "I don't want." He's like, "I don't like," but like a boyfriend would, or like a please go. We're messing around, and she's like, "No, I'm taking this seriously."
Yeah.
Why are you being like a idiot?
I'm not going to give you softball questions. Yeah. Like you want this for real, and she's also kind of teaching him, like as Superman. You need to do that. If you're going to do this on the spot, you got to be able to answer it.
And if you're going to involve yourself in wars and blah, 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 you got to
Oh, that's good. That was good writing. That scene's is also like, I think that talk about when I say corny lines in the movie, that's not one of them. I think that's pretty, they have good chemistry. It's both of their best acting, I think, in the movie for me. It was just good. It was really nice.
Yeah, no, I thought it was, again, like I really think early on, that's one of the best scenes in the movie. And like you mentioned, their chemistry is off the charts. Like it's actually, and I don't want to keep going back to, again, I'm not going to sit there and dump on Man of Steel at all because I still like it, but it is much better chemistry than Henry Cavill and Amy Adams. I will say that.
Because he's too Superman.
Yeah.
And this guy is more like, you could see him being with a human.
No, you're right. But I also think it's because like this Superman has an actual personality.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Like even when he's fighting a kaiju, he's like, hey, eyes up here. Like Superman, like again, Superman can say and do things, not just he's not strictly the Boy Scout.
Which goes all the way to the end with his human parents making him.
Exactly.
But also even when they go back, when he has to go back to his parents' house, and also he used to call his parents, like, please call us. It was like literally my in-laws were like, all right, like you sweeties. And then also, but then they're also, when she goes back to his house and they talked about like punk rock and what bands you like, and she's like, you're a poser. And he's like, I'm not a poser. And he stole the poster on his wall. That's it's super cute, super small, like nice and sweet.
And everybody got that in the theater too. Everyone was laughing when they saw the name of the band and everything.
Yeah. And so their whole thing is great there. I guess that'll take us to Lex Luthor. Let's get to that first before we get to like some support. So, man, and again, I guess prior, I will say is, and I know it's I think the best Lex Luthor we have, which movie wise, because if you haven't seen him in Supergirl, John Cryer, by the way, crushes it as Lex Luthor.
John Cryer.
John Cryer was Lex Luthor.
This is what I'm saying. If you didn't see it, you wouldn't believe it. But he is Lex Luthor in the Arrowverse.
That's right. I remember. I watched that.
Is badass in that.
Because he has the Lexo suit. 4.
He has the Lexo suit in that as well. Yes. No, you're right. But Grogan, that's the thing. That show does cool things where they acknowledge the past and little Easter eggs, and he was cast on purpose.
That's true, and it was pretty. Yeah, good.
And they give him like a beard and stuff like that. Like he looks menacing. And again, he gets that suit, a purple and green suit in that, and it's awesome. But also though, the Superman, the Lex Luthor in Superman and Lois, which is a totally different one, he is fucking intimidating and scary. He was in Walking Dead. He was
I'll find it.
Michael. I'm sorry, his last name is I can't remember.
Michael, because Michael Rosenbaum is my favorite Lex Luthor.
And I'm not one who watched Smallville.
Okay.
Michael Rosenbaum has a cameo. His voice is in this movie.
Who is he?
As I think he's number 12.
He's besties with James Gunn. Yeah. Number 12. He's a robot.
Yeah, he's one of the robots in Fortress of Solitude. Michael Colditz. Thank you, Red.
Thanks.
That's what from Walking Dead.
I don't know who that is.
He's one of the two. Like Negan killed him with the bat. Yeah, Negan killed him with the bat as well. Not Glenn, but he was the other guy, Abraham.
Oh, I right. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bald guy, goatee, and everything.
Weird.
But
Okay.
when he's Lex Luthor, he shows up with that. And this Lex Luthor has a leather like biker jacket and is menacing because he just got out of prison. And he is intimidating as fuck. But I will say our new Lex Luthor here, Nicholas Hoult, who was Beast in the Fox second round of X-Men movies, he is menacing on his own.
Well, he has a really intense hatred for Superman.
Extreme, but that's what it needs to
I
be.
mean,
love that.
screaming and
Yeah.
I also love
what it
that
needs.
Superman's like, why do you hate me so much? I didn't do anything to you.
And
but like Eddie was saying when we left, of course, it always comes back to a land deal.
yes, it's funny, right? It does, right? Isn't it? He's doing so? Well, this Lex Luthor is going for a quote unquote, I was very loose quotes, real estate scheme, but obviously to a completely different degree than could ever be imagined.
All right, so he stepped it up a little bit.
Yeah, he stepped it up just a bit. The guy created a fucking pocket dimension to throw people in that he doesn't like, people that piss him off. He rips a hole into time and space, basically.
With bad technology, which I love that note too, where they're like, he's just like doing, not on the cheap, but it's like, it gives me that, remember when the Titanic like boat went down?
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch those documentaries? The guys were like, they were like, it was shoddy technology. It was like bad technology. And that's kind of like, I don't know. I don't think it's like totally Elon Musk, little Elon Musk-esque.
Mm-hmm.
Like it might explode, but we don't.
Rich guy with science.
Little crappy science. But I'm like, that's perfect for this day and age. Where you have like, or like, what's it, Theranos, like Elizabeth Theranos with the blood stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, we just have to get it done. And you're like, yeah, I'm sure Lex would do that. And he's got a mission.
Red, you're 100% right, basically. He's scamming, a real estate scam for world domination, which was, he didn't just want Australia in this. He wanted a bit more than that. We'll put it that way.
It's a little bit of a graduation from
sending
the nuclear weapon to the fault in California.
But going back to that scene when Superman bursts through the door and is screaming, "Where's the dog?" Like completely intensely, where you're like, listen, this guy's 2 seconds away from just ripping him in half and trying to find the dog. But since it's this Superman, no chance, because he would never do that. But the way he's baiting him is sipping his coffee. It's like, I don't know what dog it's. What are you ever talking about? And the ugly one with the cape and stuff like that, and he's sipping it. Like he's not afraid of him at all either. Like God is basically threatening him.
Yeah.
But he's just standing up to him. And this Lex Luthor's genius and like his intellect, this is the brains versus brawn battle. But our Superman finds he also has brains. And again, his humanity, where he pulls out crypto and everything, is the wild card.
That was pretty great too, because crypto did it. Kind of not him. Like,
that's who we're getting to next, because we need to. But Grogan, your thoughts on this Lex Luthor?
Like I said, I mean, again, I really never had a problem with any of them. I thought they were all like, and all of them, I just thought, I mean, more or less the same, I think. But this guy, like I said, angry. I mean, screaming all the time and whatever. I get what you're saying. Until you mentioned it, I didn't really get it. But when you said, he's not afraid of him.
No, he is not afraid of Superman.
That's kind of cool.
That is great. That's actually nice too. Yeah,
that's kind of cool. Yeah.
He's not cowering. And he doesn't have the Lexo suit, because when he has
pathetic.
that,
he's not pathetic.
I gotta look up this Lexo suit you guys speak of. I gotta look that up.
He needs to have it in the sequel. Like in the sequel, I'm ready for it now. Like now we need to do that. But it's awesome. But yeah, he's cold. When you see all the people he threw into that pocket dimension, it's nuts.
He's reckless. He's very reckless.
Yeah,
he let the rift, and that's a billionaire if I ever kind of knew one.
Yeah.
It's and that's good. That's great villainy. It's not like I just want to murder people. It's just like, no, I really have to complete this part of my mission, and we're like, but this is causing damage, and they're like, I don't care. Like
yeah.
Just
you're gonna rip a hole in time and space. Not that big a deal. Yeah. But man, does he want to kill Superman? Boy, does he want to kill Superman.
Although I said that Nicholas Hoult interview where he says he considers Superman like AI, like because you can do everything, then we're human. So and that's also why I love when he's like, he has that stupid Ultraman, and he's doing the punches, but he's just going like A1, A2.
Yeah, like a drone.
It's like playing Street Fighter.
Yeah, but he's not. But he can't do it. He just has to use the technology. But Superman could do it. He's just like jealous, I guess, that he has to build a tech. But then that's a human thing too. Well, like it's true.
Well, because remember, like through this whole thing, and they drive it home in this movie, is that Lex doesn't see him as human. Meanwhile, his humanity is what we've said is his greatest attribute in this film.
Good writing.
But he doesn't know anything about him, so he doesn't care. He just sees alien flies through the sky and is like a god. What was that?
If Lex got to know him, I'm sure
Yeah, he just got to know him a bit. Maybe you guys go hang out in the park with Crypto. Give him a little while, and you'll be all right. You wouldn't hate him, but
if Lex went to school with him,
that's why I had a problem.
Say circa 2001.
That's why that was one of my reasons why I was like no to Smallville, just because the concept off the bat drove me nuts. And I'm like, I can't handle this. I can't.
That's it.
But I know it's a lot of people love it. It's a great show. Whatever. But yeah, this, and from what I understand, Nicholas Holt's Lex Luthor is supposed to appear in other projects, not just Superman stuff. So it'd be interesting to see where he pops up next, and is like a menacing thing. Crypto. My God. I just listen. Obviously, he's all over everything. The marketing. You knew they were going to sell them. They could sell 1,000 Crypto toys and everything. But I think we got just the right amount of Crypto where I didn't feel like it was beating anyone over the head. I mean, I'm a dog lover, so obviously I'm going to be partial to it. I was actually close to naming Mando Crypto at one point. If he was white, he was going to be named Crypto. But he's an albino, so we ended up with Mando. But
I think that's a good point. Like too much, because he starts off the movie and he's just like in there. I like that. Also, my husband was calling him the best boy, not just like a good boy. He's like, he's the best boy. Look at this best boy.
I like
but he's
it.
a chaos demon.
Oh no, but that's the thing with Crypto. It's just that he's a pain in the ass. He is like, and again, it makes sense that he is this Supergirl's dog, because we saw her briefly and she's all
I know. That's just a great tag. Like he's in the whole movie. He's like, it's not my dog really. It's a foster situation. And at the end you see Kara and she's like, oh, my dog's back. And he's like, thanks.
Yeah, she's looking to go get drunk for her birthday. And she's like, oh, thanks for watching my dog, bitch.
That'll be me when we finally get one.
Grogan, so I'm interested to hear, because I mean, Ginny, I would imagine you also like looking forward to Crypto and stuff, and yeah. So Grogan, I know you were concerned, and you don't know anything of Crypto prior, so this is a brand new concept to you.
I saw the commercials and I was like, oh shit, he's biting at the cape, and this is gonna be crap. And I thought they were only putting it in for like toys. Mm-hmm. I really did. But as you watch it, I was reading a review where they said like Crypto stole the show, and I agree.
Nice.
I gotta say, it was funny, useful, and just being a dog.
Yeah.
I was worried that it was going to be
talking to him.
No, you know what I mean? It was just kind of an annoying dog, and a dog being a dog, and like tackling people, backing up, and whatever. The whole like, I don't know. I kind of liked it. Yeah. I really expected to hate it, but I didn't.
You said he's well used. I think that's like the other thing. Like he's coming in for either like maybe, but it's I think it's plot important. Like especially towards the end, like we just pop stuff like, oh God, thank God you're here, Crypto. Oh my God, like you know.
And
I mean, also, I think like people today are so like beaten down that the way you make Lex Luthor be like evil is he steals a dog.
Yes.
People okay, but not dogs. Like lethal weapon.
Don't kill a dog.
Yeah.
Don't steal a dog. We're worried for the dog's safety.
Everyone loved it, and you know what? I don't know. I hate to say it because it makes me sound weaker, but it is.
Right, it's true, by the way. Yeah, like Superman looked like he was going to turn into John Wick when he's screaming, "Where's the dog?" at that point, and we've seen how that goes. No, like I do. Yeah, there's a narrative.
It wasn't
purpose.
overdone. I thought it was going to be like all throughout, like
Yeah.
and it wasn't.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I didn't even see how much screen time Crypto actually gets, but it's not like an excessive amount, I think, at all. And again, he's brought in for points for the narrative purpose to tell the story, and that's where I think it didn't really annoy anyone.
Not overused.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
And I guess also not to go with like Superman's dog, but like Jimmy Olsen. So
no one laughed at any of that stuff, and I thought I was like, "Am I?"
It was hilarious.
You're all idiots. The setup was great because I was like, "Are they making fun of like the initial thing where the girls are like whispering?" And I'm like, "Are they making fun of him? Like, what's going on?" And then no one was laughing in my theater, and I was chuckling. I was cackling.
Is this the first time in any like iteration of this where they're together?
To my knowledge, yes. Now I don't have this like extensive Superman knowledge. I think I have a decent amount.
Like
but,
the Eve, like who?
With Eve Tessmacher and Jimmy Olsen together.
Yeah. Crazy.
No, but I didn't see it coming, and I thought it was hilarious the entire thing because again we go in with the assumption of what Jimmy Olsen is and who he is, and he's like Superman's like little brother and stuff and everything. And even in Superman and Lois, they do a different thing where they're kind of like just like beer softball buds and stuff. But in this version, Jimmy Olsen is a freaking player. Jimmy Olsen is like a pimp. Like, what is going on? I didn't see that coming at all. Yeah. And it was hilarious. That's what the thing. That's what added to the humor of it because of who he. In my mind, you have an idea of who Jimmy Olsen is. Yeah. But meanwhile, Jimmy Olsen's love life saved the day in a way.
Oh, he'll pull the sexy selfies, save the day.
Yes,
it's so good.
It's hilarious.
That's pretty funny.
And he's great as Jimmy Olsen. I mean, he's a likable dude and everything like that. And yeah, I would be open, and I know that like it was being thrown around there could be like a HBO Max spinoff of Jimmy Olsen's adventures, which would be fine. But now we know he's more of an interesting person instead of just taking pictures of Superman.
Also, a good use of a Victoria's Secret model because I love Victoria's Secret models like in life just for things and actresses like Bagel Bay uses them all the time. And this girl who's Eve is a Victoria's Secret model or was. She was super funny and cute. And is essential to the story. And she is like, that's how you use Victoria's Secret model. Like for I don't know, like even if she's not like much of an actress. So she's like, but she was cute and good. I was like, but that's the joke. That also she's like, please can we hang out for a full weekend? He's like, I can't do a full weekend.
And this is Jimmy Olsen telling her to like get lost. Yeah. Everyone around them's like, what?
Dare you?
Yeah, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah. In real life, he doesn't get her.
Who knows? I don't know.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
Maybe
unless he's doing something I don't know.
Those freckles are cute.
I don't know. I mean, look at Pete Davidson.
There you go.
My God, look at Pete Davidson. Look at Colin Jost. Look at Colin
Jost. There you go. Listen,
Colin Jost is a good-looking guy.
So many girls who like will be like, I'm like, that's her type. They're like, yeah. I'm like, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, so it was fun seeing Eve Tessmacher in this too, and again, like kind of throwing back to the original. Well, like this movie also, like while being a very much comic book inspired story, feels like a live action comic book. It does pay tributes in a lot of ways to the past of Superman, and specifically to Christopher Reeve, because they also like Will Reeve, Christopher's son, is a reporter on TV in this movie.
So sweet,
which was awesome. And his response to it was like, I'm so honored that James Gunn, like they came to me and wanted me in this movie because we're not like gatekeepers of Superman, but they wanted to include me. Again, it was another Easter egg to pay tribute to his dad and everything like that. And even with the theme we opened with, like it's not a full-on remake of John Williams' Superman theme. It has notes of it, but it's its own thing, which is like this movie in a way. Like in a lot of ways, it kind of just does a lot of that stuff. And it's pretty awesome. The Justice Gang. Got to get to them.
You guys got to catch me up on this.
So, Justice League, Guy Gardner, to go Nathan Fillion's Guy Gardner, who is a perfect Guy Gardner Green Lantern, because there's many Green Lanterns for it. right? Hal Jordan is the one most.
John Stewart is the best
John
one.
Stewart.
John
also,
Stewart is the best. Gonna have a TV show. Can't wait.
John Stewart.
Which
not that John Stewart.
Not John Stewart.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. No. This John Stewart's a black guy who's
going to be president? Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, it's not that. So, yeah, there's in Lanterns HBO Max show, which takes place in this universe, which will have both Hal Jordan and John Stewart. But Guy Gardner is in that series, too. So, hey, what's up?
Hi.
So, he's in that, and I know
She
he's
knows the Green Lantern. I don't know.
She knows, absolutely.
Absolutely. I have no doubt about this at all.
Yeah.
But this Green Lantern is meant to be a cocky douche, and he nails it perfectly.
Yeah.
In this,
because I don't know that one. I was like, this is weird to me. He's the bowl cut,
cut and everything from the '90s comics.
Yeah.
I love Hawkgirl because also I watched the Justice League TV show when it was on. I just did. And also because that's why Jon Stewart's also my favorite. Hawkgirl and Jon Stewart used to hook up on that TV show. But I like this Hawkgirl a lot. I don't know why. I just like her.
No, she's got the.
I thought there was a Hawkman. I didn't know there was a Hawkgirl.
There's both.
There is.
Okay.
We don't. I like that we just have her there. And then I don't know Mr. Terrific. That's
so.
Me neither.
All right. So Hawkgirl was in the Arrowverse as well. And yes Isabella Merced, who's also on The Last of Us in season 2. Yeah, she's everywhere now.
She's the pregnant one, right? In Last of Us?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, she is. She's great in this. I would say one of the only critiques I would say of this is that I wish she got more to do. But she has scenes where she's just kind of like annoyed and kind of pissed off, like she's got better things to do.
The big mask on. I can't see her face. Yeah.
But I know she's also in Peacemaker, and so is Guy Gardner.
And Frank Grillo. And Frank Grillo is also in Peacemaker.
Frank Grillo is going to be a huge
also
part
be
of Peacemaker.
Is this really like a crush thing?
I love Frank Grillo. I'm obsessed.
Oh, she loves Frank Grillo. Absolutely adores Frank
We'll
Grillo.
see anything Frank Grillo is in. I'm in love with him.
Yes, we were talking about werewolves on a preview. What were we talking about? Was it Nightmare on Elm Street when we were doing? Like me and you got up into a tangent of werewolves.
Empty movie theater to watch that movie for him. I love him.
Zombies and werewolves and
it's a movie called Werewolves that came out last year.
A man from the Bronx who's a little scraggly. Yeah. I love him.
And he just shows up and it's this werewolves movie that's like totally did not need to be in the theaters, but it was. And apparently me, Ginny, and Rick were the 3 of the people that saw it.
I love it.
Rick came up that morning and I was like, Rick, what do you want to do? Go see werewolves? He's like, yeah, why not?
Oh God. It's
and we went to watch it.
With Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh.
So Hawkgirl was cool. I just wish she had a little bit more to do here. But Mr. Terrific. Scene stealer. Just like I would say you say Crypto Soul Scenes, which I think he did. Mr. Terrific was fucking awesome in this. He was significantly better than the Mr. Terrific we got on Arrow, because he was also on Team Arrow in that.
My husband said too, and I was like, I don't know what that means.
No, he was in that, but this Mr. Terrific was just. I felt like that Mr. Terrific in Arrowverse was kind of got annoying after a while. It was just like he was pitching a lot.
And also, or it's like he's like the smartest man in the DC universe. So if like Marvel is like Iron Man, maybe Peter Parker, but like Reed Richards.
Oh, Mr. Terrific. I'm sorry, Mr. Terrific. Reed Richards.
Yeah.
Tony Stark. Yeah.
Who's the smartest man in the DC universe? Is it not Mr. Is this Mr. Terrific?
I mean, you can go with Batman. I mean, Batman is considered. Put it this way: Amanda Waller in the comics rates Batman as a metahuman simply because he's that badass.
That's crazy.
Which is complete insanity, but it goes over the top of like how crazy Batman is in a lot, because he's just that good where he has to be considered superpowered. So you could even throw Batman in there, or Mr. Terrific, or you can even say Lex, because Lex is also a genius. He's the genius of his. He's the greatest mind, the greatest criminal mind of his, of his generation and everything like that. But yes, Mr. Terrific was absolutely awesome in this. He's another one who I would love to see get his own series or something like that, because this dude was the shit.
I love that.
A lot of things he was in.
Oh, he's so good. I was shocked that he kind of had a bigger arc, I guess.
No, he did. He had a pretty big fucking story.
It's like a support. He's like the supporting male lead next to him.
No, he is. You're 100% right. He's a lot to do in this, and I didn't going into this, I wasn't expecting that at all. I thought the Justice Gang was going to just kind of like be this thing we saw once in a while, but Mr. Terrific was in the movie like constantly, and I wanted to see more of him. And the fact that that's who the post-credit scene is with is great.
Good dynamic.
Yeah,
like,
they had great chemistry also.
Yeah.
Yeah, as well.
Hated it first. I actually like when I'm like, who the hell is this dude sitting down?
He's kind of a dick.
There with his glasses and everything.
You know, I'm like, because I semi-recognized the other two. I didn't even know it was like, I thought it was Hawkman until, you know, I was like, okay, I know that one kind of. Mm-hmm. And then Green Lantern, I know nothing about, but I know
the concept.
That. And I was like, who's this guy? And then, like I said, it kind of grew. And Courtney's favorite scene, the wife's favorite scene was when he covers Lois and goes out and kills everybody with the and it was like reminiscent of what's his name and Marvel.
Doctor Strange?
No, that whistles and sends the thing out to kill everybody, and they send the shit. Ronan?
Well, no. Ronan the Accuser's the villain there.
I'm saying the blue dude.
Yondu.
All right. So yeah, but it was like really like kind of cool with like a soundtrack and like, you know, killing everybody, and
it was that was cool. Very Guardians of the Galaxy.
It was.
Yeah, which again, James Gunn, so you would imagine.
Which was cool.
Yeah, that's the thing. This feels like a James Gunn movie. It definitely feels like a James Gunn movie.
Everything is there. Yeah.
It's not a copy and paste from Guardians at all or Peacemaker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, which is cool because, like, kudos to him that, again, to me, it showed me he's not like a one-trick pony.
Yeah.
That you can still feel with the James Gunn movie, but it's still different.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess also this movie, like, it's shot great. Like, it is not like the action scenes don't have a lot of shaky camera crap going on to make you feel like you're in it. Which, we both hate. We do. No, I hate it too. Like, you don't need that to communicate action to me.
Yeah.
But this movie, like, the CGI is great in it. It looks great. It's shot great. Like, it's a beautiful looking movie on top of that, which I think is important. You know.
Yeah, and then I don't know. We were discussing about whether or not do you need to know the whole comic book thing because of these characters, Green Lantern and the whole thing. Do you need to know? Do you have to read the comic books to like the movie, or do you just accept it and then you go back and read it if you're interested, or
you can follow along? Because again, this is the beginning of a new universe. So
that's what I mean. So
just go with it. Go watch Lanterns when it comes out. Go watch whatever it is, and now you're along for the ride. I'm sure
if you're that much into it.
I feel like their DC projects coming out, talk about Creature Commandos, because arguably that's the first one before Superman.
Yeah, no, it's true. That's actually the
I also demand that Frank Grillo is just in every one of those projects for no good reason. I want Creature Commandos. I want Superman.
You want him to be the Nick Fury of this. That's what you want him to be.
Interns.
Yeah, exactly.
But they're like,
he should show up in Supergirl next year for no reason whatsoever.
God, it's gonna be so good. I just feel like but he's like, the lineup is like, I'm like a little surprised. He's got a tight, Marvel's got to get the deuces up. Like, they're like,
well, I mean, again, and then I hate comparing the two because there are fans out there who feel like they could only like one or the other. They can't just like both and just rock with it. Don't forget though, they got Avengers coming out next year. Avengers coming out the next 2 years.
Doomsday next year. Doomsday's next year.
Doomsday and Spider-Man next year. So Spider-Man Brand New Day comes out next July.
Brand New Day?
Yeah. No, that's what it's called.
That is.
The Punisher is in it.
Is he?
Frank Grillo. Yes, the Punisher's
officially announced. Is in it? No, he's not.
Not Frank Grillo. I said.
Oh, okay.
Frank Grillo could have been the Punisher though, for sure.
Jonathan Bernthal's in.
Yes, Jonathan Bernthal is in.
Should have been Punisher. That's like a whole other story.
There's rumors the Hulk is in it too. Like, Spider-Man sounds insane.
I don't. Now we're doing this now. Okay.
Yes.
It's too much to keep up with for me. I can't do it.
So much.
And by the way, Marvel also has a pretty big movie coming out in 2 weeks.
Which is?
Wow.
Fantastic Four: First Steps.
Oh yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah, you'll be
I'm
there.
gonna go see that.
I'm gonna wait till the whole thing is done, and then I'm gonna watch them all.
Oh, so we'll see you in about 25 years.
That's what I'm saying.
Fantastic Four movie's gonna come out. I know, baby.
Yeah, there you go. No, but to your point though, like DC, this new DCU is coming out swinging. I mean, you know, the Suicide Squad, even though that's like in this gray area, that I love that, even though it didn't do great at the box office. But also, it came out at a weird time with COVID and stuff. Peacemaker has been great first season. Creature Commandos was great, and now Superman. I mean, they're batting 1,000 in my book. Like,
truly, this also movie overall just gives me more Guardians vibes than Suicide Squad.
Oh,
and
for sure.
And I don't know what else, but I mean, like, again, I also sometimes will tell like Creature Commandos is there's weird tones, and he'll like kill characters off for like. I was shocked no one died in this movie in a way because I don't.
No, Lex shoots somebody with a gun. Like, isn't it like
Let's do that.
Let's
do that, but we don't, and that's not great. I just kind of James Gunn is. I've seen like you've seen Slither. We've seen like he wrote Dawn of the Dead and the remake.
Oh
and, like,
man, that's one of my favorite remakes of all.
He's like a trauma guy, so I don't like trust him. I'm like hoping in his old age he's like nice. I don't trust you if you were working in trauma and you made Romeo and Juliet. I told him all the time. I'm like he has a weird sense. He's got like. I'm sure
Ginny, he wrote Scooby-Doo.
He did, right? Guys, he wrote Scooby-Doo, remember? My kids are at the table.
Exactly. So, but the more we're talking about this, James Gunn
that is a weird tone, and that's a great tone. It's just like, that's weird.
Yeah. But
sometimes I don't trust him in a good way. Is that like so when he does that, his parents' message is totally misinterpreted. I go, that I guess so, because he would have like that dark.
Yeah, I don't want to find out in the sequel.
Makes you uncomfortable. Just makes you
that Zod or something, like if they're gonna go with, which I gotta be honest, I still don't see him going for Zod anytime soon, just because it's been done so many times. Maybe you push it off and save it if you want to go back to it down the line.
Well, the parents want everyone on Earth like ruled. Why do you need Zod?
Well, again, maybe. Well, I'm saying if you were to introduce Zod into this universe, like based off that, he would be a Kryptonian who would be on par with Jor-El, right? In the same thinking of we need to go. Yeah,
and he would fly through buildings, and that's what we have to sit through.
No, but he would be defending Earth from Zod again, like because Zod has a single mind focus. Like I need to. I'm gonna if fucking Kal-El couldn't do it, then I'm gonna go do it then. But I also don't want to. I can see James Gunn in a sequel going with like Mr. Mxyzptlk or some shit like that.
He likes a weird character, or he likes making like a Mr. Terrific, like one of the best characters of the movie, and you're like, I don't know who Mr. Terrific is, but I love him now.
But now you love him, right? Like the world didn't realize who Rocket Raccoon or Groot was and stuff like that, or any of the Guardians. Because going into that, those were Z-list Marvel characters. Nobody gave a flying fuck about any of them, and the world loves them now.
Mm-hmm.
It's kudos to James Gunn again. You're taking irrelevant comic book characters. It's not obviously Superman, like arguably the most relevant, but you proved you can do it with anything.
And his Supergirl, literally like just like who's just a cameo, and there was like speculation of casting. It's going to be you read that comic, you go like, oh, this is so Guardians of the Galaxy. This is so up your alley. This is so like they gave her the coat, and she's like she's not like that. She doesn't look like that in the comics. But I'm like, oh, this is the vibe. This is perfect. Yeah. Like, yes, he's gonna get it. He nails the.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's not directing that though. I don't really think he wrote that either. That was.
Although my husband will say, apparently James Gunn is like, I don't approve bad scripts, and I go.
No, he said that. He's definitly either stamp of approval or not. Yeah.
My script, perfect, approved. Everyone else.
Well, I mean, I know, like he's said in the past, like they're not going to announce movies until they have a script that they like and they're going to rock with, instead of like announcing shit and then canceling shit left and right. All right, so I guess overall, was there any scenes or anything else maybe we didn't hit? Do you guys want to bring up maybe your favorite scenes or anything like that before we wrap up? Rogan, is there?
I will say that because I'm a John Williams guy.
Yes.
I love
Who
the
isn't?
use- I love the use of the music.
Which you were skeptical on going in.
Not overdone. Just enough of it.
Mhm.
Kind of modernized. I liked it. I liked it a
Yeah.
lot. I didn't expect it.
Like a taste. It's like a little like it
A
leads you.
throwback, like you said, about the whole thing.
Yeah, you pay homage at the same time while making your own thing at the same
Yep.
time. So you kind of make everyone happy if done right.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can screw that up badly. And then
Yes.
people are like, oh, you're just ripping it off. Or, oh, blah, blah, you ruined my childhood, blah, blah, blah. Like, stupid shit. But
Little samples of it, and it was good.
I think so. Also, the credits, by the way. The credits at the end with the whole, like, had kind of a bit of, like, the swooshing thing in, like, kind of like the original Richard Donner movie. A little bit like it, like a modernized version of it. I thought.
I didn't realize
That's what I
weird.
kind of got into it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now we're watching all the credits, right? Because now every movie, we have to be like, there's a post-credit scene, there's a mid-credit scene, I can't miss anything, yada, yada.
I said that I was like, Tom, are there post credits? He's like, yeah, there's like 2. And I was like, okay.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
I don't trust Marvel's not doing that anymore. I'm not
Yeah.
pulling another Captain America Falcon one or whatever that was.
Oh, what?
Remember that was so dumb? That was dumb.
Oh, what, the chair that, like, got so...
Yeah, and it's just like the.
That was Spider-Man Homecoming. I loved it. I thought it was hilarious.
Oh, what was the recent one with like
Oh, yeah. No.
Nike.
Oh,
that was like there was like
yeah.
we waited so long. It was just it was the same. It was like I don't
You're
know.
basically telling us, by the way, Avengers Secret Wars is coming.
Oh, okay. Do
We'll see you
they?
later. Yeah. We'll see you later. That's basically what that was. Jenny, was there anything you wanted to bring up? Like that maybe we didn't touch on?
I like the directing. I think the directing was great. The swooping, because I kept trying to be like, it's not like Dutch angles. They're just like it's almost like continuous take. I couldn't like. I'm not super into film like as a style. He's never. I feel like he's not done this before, especially with that fight scene with Mr. Terrific, which is brilliant. Just like it's like a little like scary to me, like these close-ups and then just like swoops and continue. Like, the camera angles were great, and just like random scenes, it was really nice and beautiful. And I was like, just kept it moving. It was so good, so tight. I knew
that's what we're saying.
The show's it's funny. Like the jokes, the Jimmy Olsen stuff's good. The sports writer's funny.
Oh yeah, you're right. This dude's from SNL.
He was good when they get in the fighter plane is good. I didn't like. I will say I just didn't like stupid Ultraman because when he revealed himself, I looked at it and I go because I was like, it's AI, right? And that's going to be like a theme, and it's not. I thought it was Hayden Christensen. It's not. It's
Hayden Christensen. Oh my god, I wasn't going there.
Because he has the hair. And then I was just like, oh, this is dumb. And then it goes on for a little too long. So me and my husband look at each other and you're like, that wasn't good, right? That's stupid scene. Like it's just the dumb. That gives me Marvel vibes where it's like, yeah, this went on too long. Just like, and he's like, they're like, he's flying into orbit. He's still like, and he has to shed the engineers. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. Let's wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Oh, yeah, buddy right over here is cracking up with your Hayden Christensen.
Is that not right? I don't know.
That's awesome. I'm thinking Henry Cavill. You're really pulling in like out of the weeds.
I wish it was Henry Cavill. That would have Ed, get in the writers' room.
Oh my god, if he would have, he would have signed. He should have signed up to do it.
I was just like, I don't know. I just thought it was AI or like the engineers was gonna like get defeated and whatever.
Oh, that's right. We never really talked about the engineer that much.
That's just fine.
She was pretty badass though.
She was scary. Yeah, she was scary. I hate that she was like, I gave my own humanity to be because the nanobites or whatever was in her body. Because he doesn't like metahumans, right? He doesn't like that. So
he'll go for tech to upgrade somebody over someone who's just like gifted powers or something like that.
I don't know. I kind of think I don't know. She's boring, a little boring. That whole like thing was a little boring to me.
I dug her abilities and stuff, and I thought she can definitely put up a fight with Superman, which I thought because you do need some of that.
He was beaten up, which I was like, that sucks. He's like beautiful. It was like, oh man, he's like really taking it.
Well, that's the thing though, because again, unless you're putting Lex in the Lexo suit, you do need someone to physically be able to fight Superman.
You really want that Lexo suit.
Oh my god, it will happen. In the sequel, it will happen. I'm calling it right now. It's happening. No, but what I'm saying is like you can't just have you need a physically imposing threat to Superman. And also, by the way, I'm glad. Another thing I wanted to bring up, I am so glad that they addressed that kryptonite is not fucking available at the corner bodega in Metropolis and everywhere else.
Is that a thing?
That you needed Metamorpho, which
Oh,
by the way was one person. He was Metamorpho, by the way, awesome. A lot of heart in there. They were holding his son and make him form into kryptonite because there was no kryptonite.
I love that.
I thought was awesome.
I know he's just going to be a member of the Justice League. I was like, but I also love that his voice was so normal. Yeah. And I forgot that it was the guy from Barry, if you've seen Barry. And my husband was like, oh, it's just like, the bald guy from Barry. Because his voice was like, hey, man, I'm so sorry I'm doing this to you. He's like, my son's. And his voice was so human. And then also, there's a scene of like him with a woman. And we just both go, is that his wife? Like, he's with a human woman, a blonde woman. And we're like, oh, I guess that's his baby mama.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I took it as. I mean, he could shift into whatever the hell he wanted.
Exactly. But
he's also like, screw the whole like crypto toy. I kind of want a green baby toy.
You want that's what you want?
Yes, I want that baby.
I'm sure Funko. I'm sure there's a Funko Pop of him that's guaranteed.
That's gotta be.
It's guaranteed. There's a Funko Pop of everything.
That's what you get for having a dog and a baby in like the same house. Like it's just the dog is
maybe like, and a baby.
You're holding. You can't do both.
Yeah, Metamorpho was awesome too. I mean, again, like you said, a lot of heart with that too. And his whole thing with like Guy Gardner being okay, but they didn't want him around. But then he's in the friggin' Justice League now or Justice Gang.
Oh, because whatever. Of the votes.
Because he likes the name. He's like, oh, that's a cool name. He's like, oh, that's it. He's in now. And by the way, the fact that the Justice Gang, another Easter egg here, was funded by Maxwell Lord, who is a villain in, yes, it was made by Maxwell Lord. So Maxwell Lord being Sean Gunn, who was shown on TV briefly, James Gunn's brother, of course, will find his way.
But he's going to be Maxwell Lord, the Pedro Pascal character in Supergirl.
Yes. Okay. Well, no, I don't know if he'll be in Supergirl, but Maxwell Lord will be featured in.
That was kind of funny. Universe. Again, also, I mean, he looks to me more like a billionaire I would see nowadays, right? Like James Gunn, whatever his brother's name, like
Sean
that.
Gunn, yeah.
Sean Gunn. Sean Gunn looks like he's giving me those Jeff Bezos vibes or like Elon Musk vibes.
And of course, like the Superman robots, Gary was Alan Tudyk, voiced by him, and then Michael Rooker, of course, is robot number one because James Gunn's got to get his guys in there. One way or the other. I'm sure Chris Pratt will be in the DCU at some point.
I know. Anyone who's at his wedding.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So is that it? Anything? Any closing thoughts? Are we good? Anything you need to get off your chest?
No, I think I'm good.
All right. So I guess in that note, let's wrap it up then. Jenny, thank you so much for coming on and joining us, filling in for Jason.
Sorry, I was rambling. Jason, I hope I did a good job for you.
Listen, you guys are both great. You guys are both awesome with this. Rogan.
I'm so happy you were here because if it was me and Eddie, he'd just be explaining the whole movie to me.
I don't know the movie. I am not a Superman girl.
I'm just saying, like, you
guys
stuff.
So Superman, that's all it took, man.
Yeah.
But no,
what's the octopus guy and whatever? Okay.
Got it.
All right. Well, again, thanks for joining us as always. If you joined us on the Facebook live stream, be sure to check out Granny's Peach Tea's Facebook group because that's where we share a bunch of trailers and stories and stuff that don't make the show. Also, check out Pop Culture Pros and popculturepros.com because that's who we are presented by. YouTube, subscribe to Pop Culture Pros and wherever you found your audio-only podcast. Jason may or may not be back next week. I'm trying to get the timing down. We will be talking about Sandman, the first half of season 2 that was released. So we'll be talking about that, along with we will get in Jason's thoughts on Superman because he's definitely going to be, some will say, scraping at the door to go ahead and to talk about this. And soon enough, Jenny, are you not coming back for Fantastic Four in a couple of weeks? I am.
I 100% is. I'm prepped. I have another graphic novel that I'm ready to go through.
Yes.
I'm going to rewatch all of my favorites.
All right. So, yeah. So we will be getting to that soon enough. So we'll see you next week. Peace.